Hey guys, Triple B here. Today we've got something truly electrifying to talk about. The new Electrode from Pokemon 151 and its explosive potential. And let's jump right into it. Electrode's attack Bang Boom Change starts with a base damage of 20, but we can scale it up by 40 damage for each Pokemon tool card we discard from our Pokemon in play. Typically, you can only have 6 Pokemon in play though, with 1 tool each, so it does cap you at 260 damage. You're not even one-shotting a Pokemon Vstar, which, like on a single prize Pokemon, it's not bad, especially because it only costs 1 energy, but we can bump that up a little bit further by pairing it with Honchkrow V. Honchkrow's ability, Boss Pockets, allows us to attach up to 4 tool cards at a time to it, instead of the normal limit of just 1, to push Electrode's damage up even further. With 2 of those in play, it gives us the potential to hit 500 damage for just 1 energy on a single prize. That's nuts. Now, if your opponent does throw a wrench into your plans though and puts Path to the Peak in play, don't really worry, because as long as you're resource managing, you're not going to need to attach those tool cards onto Honchkrow until you're going to choose to discard them with the attack. If there is excess tools though, you do have to just choose one of them and discard the extras. Now, when it comes back to our turn though, we can always bump Path to the Peak out of play by using Town Store. Town Store is going to let you search your deck for any tool card, which is pretty solid. We want tool cards, and meaning we can always have the right tool for the job. So if we want to grab something like a Forest Sealstone to attach to the Honchkrow to then use Forest Sealstone, search your deck for any card. If you're in a pinch, grab a Draw Supporter to help us get set up. Or maybe you need Boss's Orders for game. Right, we can just grab that, which is a great addition for the deck. Something with tool cards though, there's not really many ways to recover them, and Electrode's going to be wanting to discard them. The new tool we got though, Leftovers from Pokemon 151, is a great addition for the deck, since it's going to pair nicely with the new Snorlax that can get 2 copies of Leftovers from your discard pile and put them back into your hand. Meaning with 2 Snorlax in play, we can be getting 4 Leftovers back every turn, put them into play, 160 damage guaranteed for Electro. It's pretty solid. The other tools in the deck unfortunately can't be recovered though, which means mid to late game we do need another attacking option, as Electrode will start to kind of run out of fuel. That's where Rotom V is going to come into play though. Rotom V has the attack Scrap Short that's going to start with a base damage of 40, and similar to Electrode can scale up by 40 damage for each tool card we choose to use with it. But we're going to be choosing them from the discard pile, not from play, so Electrode puts them into the bin and then Rotom gives them another life. It does put them into the Lost Zone though, so that will be the final step for those tool cards. Since it's a basic Pokemon V, we can also use the Sky Seal Stone, and if we take a knockout into a Pokemon Vstar or Vmax, we'll grab an extra prize card when we do it, making Rotom an absolute beast to have in the deck. Electrode can take out 1/2 prizer, and then Rotom V can just finish off a Vmax and take 4 prizes. They can be very quick games. Unlike Electrode though, we do need 2 energy to pay the attack cost for Rotom, meaning we need some way to get it charged up. If you put an experience share on there, since we want tools in the deck, it's a great one to include. Electrode gets knocked out, just take that lightning energy from it, put it onto the Rotom, attach for turn the following turn, and we're ready to go. We do also have a copy of Raihan, which makes a very helpful way to get set up as well. Just getting an energy from the discard, putting it onto Rotom, and then attaching for turn. It's a great way to get it quickly charged up. And Rotom isn't just a great attacker, it's also a great support Pokemon thanks to the ability Instant Charge, letting you draw 3 cards while ending your turn. So make sure that you've done all the key plays you want to do, like attach an energy, use a supporter if you can, because this will be the final step of your turn. But it's a great way to set yourself up for success, especially on your first turn of the game. And that's not the only great things about Rotom, it can also evolve up into Rotom Vstar with a similar attack to the V, but a higher base damage by an extra 40. So it starts at 80, then scales up by 40 damage for each card you choose from your discard pile to Lost Zone. Making it, just a bigger version of Rotom V. It does have more health as well, making it trickier for your opponents to knock it out. And since it's a V-Star Pokemon, it does have a V-Star power, Conversion Star, which lets you choose as many cards from your hand, discard them, and then draw that many new cards, which can be a lifesaver in a pinch, but typically you're going to want to use one of the Seal Stones for your V-Star power of the game. There's technically one more attacker in the deck, being Miraidon EX. It's mostly here to help establish our bench with its Tandem Unit ability, allowing you to get 2 basic electric Pokemon and put them onto your bench, meaning you can easily get Voltorbs and Rotoms when we need them. But since we do have Experience Share, we can slap it on there. When something gets knocked out, move energy onto it, and then late game, we've slowly charged it up and it can come clean up some knockouts if we need it. Before I forget though, we do have one more Pokemon in the deck, being Manaphy, and it's here to protect our Voltorb and Electrodes from Radiant Greninja, since even when they're evolved up to Electrode, they only have 90 health, so it's a pretty necessary addition for the deck. I did forget to mention two great counter-hit potential tool cards in the deck, one being Box of Disasters, which when it's attached to a Pokemon V that's at full health and it's knocked out by our opponent's Pokemon, it's going to put 8 damage counters on the attacking Pokemon, which can be helpful to help set up some numbers if they're knocking out our Rotom Vs, Vstars, or Honchkrows. We also have Vengeful Punch, which if this is attached to a Pokemon and is knocked out, we put 4 damage counters on the attacking Pokemon. They don't have to be at full health, they don't have to be a V, so we can slap these onto Electrodes when we don't need to be doing a one-shot with the 6 tool cards. Like if we're into a single prize deck or just don't need the excessive damage, having that Vengeful Punch on there just to set up numbers into the next turn can be really helpful. The rest of the deck though, it's pretty standard staple cards. Nest Balls, Ultra Balls to help set up our Pokemon, Research and Iono for draw power, and Boss's Orders for Gust. Palpad and Super Rod for recovery cards, and then Switch to deal with tricky situations, like when your opponent tries to stall us by gusting up a Snorlax into the active, since well, he's a big guy, so if we didn't have Switch, we'd be wasting a lot of turns manually attaching energies, and you're gonna lose, so you need Switch. What do you think of Electrode? Are you excited to try out its explosive potential? If you want to give the deck a go, you can copy it from the description of the video, and if you do, make sure to hit that thumbs up button to let me know. Make sure to subscribe to keep up with the shenanigans, and ring that bell so you don't miss out on any videos that come out. Now let's jump on ladder and see how we go with this tonight. That seems kind of cracked. Like I say that, but at the same time, maybe it doesn't. Because we have that, we have this down. I put him down to get what? Rotom and another Voltorb? I don't want to be filling my bench too much because I do want a space for... Hello. Can they get knockout first turn? They have to get Electric Generator to proc. I only need 1 energy. To get to that number, Electrode should be able to get there. I just need to get into a bunch of tool cards. Yeah, we start setting this up. We start thinning. We'll attach there. This is likely to get knocked out. Get that. Get that. Attach here, Rotom, enter. Not bad. What the heck is this? Why am I getting 2 boss? Shenanigans. Oh, they got the purple motorcycle lizard too. Such a weird design for a Pokemon, but at the same time, like, pretty damn cool. Miraidon, Koraidon, when they were initially revealed, it was like, what the hell are these? They've definitely grown on me. I think because of the TCG, they've grown on me. Because seeing them as like this design, like up close like that looks cool. Seeing them in Scarlet and Violet where they're rolling around like motorcycles, very stupid. Like, it's just rocking like, yeah, it looks like a badass lizard thing. It's cool, I like it. Also, as if he just judged me back into the same 2 boss I was just holding. How does that even happen? One's discarded tools or another's lost treasure. They join forces and junk the tools and beat opponents up. Intro to the YouTube video right there. Like, yeah? I think we do that. We need a lot of things to happen, though. But that needs to be dead. Strip credit. We're not getting to the number, are we? No, we don't even have the evolution. We're definitely not getting to the number. Knock that one out, it's fine. He's lightning weak, yeah? Okay, so I need to kill this. I need to get into Sky Seal Stone. Electrode, get that off of him so that I can use Sky Seal Stone on it. Boss kill that when it evolves. Game. Oh, you're just gonna try and attack me with that. That's fine. If that's the game plan, genuinely fine. Go for it. He attacks me with that, I evolve up Electrode and just delete it. Like, the only way that makes sense is if he has boss. If they can boss kill this, they're in a good spot. If they can't, this is such a risky play. Or that. That works. I got counter stadiums, but yeah, it definitely slows things down. Okay, but yeah, they take 1 prize, I take 3. I need to take 2-1. They need to go 2-2-1. They're both racing to take 3 knockouts from here. As long as we don't miss a turn, we should be fine. Another Honchkrow? Risky, but like, yeah, if we can get it to proc, why not? That's friggin' tempting. I don't know why I keep having in my head it's 2. We hang on to that though. And okay, how many do we need to get rid of to get up to 310? It's a multiplier of 4. And then we double it. So that's effectively 320 divided by 2 is 160. So I need to get rid of, yeah, 4 tool cards. So I get rid of that. 2 off him, 1 off him. Hang on to this. Next turn, attach it there. Theoretically, we can get that to attack. Use Sky Seal Stone, and we're in a good way. Or I guess I can attach Sky Seal Stone to one of these guys anyways. We do keep it there. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, 160, double it. We get there. Oh, base of 20. Overkill. Also, overthinking things. I was planning for a Sky Seal Stone as I just knocked out the Vmax. Ignore me. Where are the Snorlaxes? Great question. I don't know. Something's gonna die though, so that frees up the bench space for the Snorlax. Vmax gone knows use of Sky Seal Stone. Yeah. I caught up. The gears eventually got there. I was like, it's gonna die. It's fine. We've got the Forest Seal Stone there still. Bit of regret there though, because well, if they boss kill the one that has Forest Seal Stone, I'm in an interesting spot. I think we should be fine though. You're going for the Raikou to take out a single prizer. I take it they don't have the boss to get around the Electrode. We are keeping it as a single prize into a 2 prizer. Well, actually, we just took a 3 prizer, so yeah, we're in a great spot. Path to the Peak does effectively nothing since we didn't have excess tools on the Honchkrows. Love that. And like, I could go for the Rotom play here. It's easier to hit the numbers. And then it gives me time to set up the Voltorbs. But it means we lost on these, right? How much does he hit? Base of 80. Like, it's easier to do the number, right? Base of 80, lost on 3 things. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's fine. We'll go for that. Do that. Palpad. Sure. Snorlax or... yeah, Snorlax seems fun. One, two, 3. Do hate how that's just like a dead card on him now, but is what it is. Chuck that on there. Throw that on Sha. Sure. Oh, I guess I could have put the experience share there. That actually would have been kind of clutch. Then he could become an attacker. That's just a dead card. Use this while we can. 1, 2, 3. Sweet. Yeah, I think we're in a great spot here. Save Rotom for the last KO. Yeah, like, I guess getting to the number with Electrode would have been fine. I just figured Rotom was in a position where we're 1 energy off being able to charge it up, whereas if we had it sitting on the bench there, they could just see what we're trying to do, boss kill it. Electrode, we need to get all the tools onto our guys again somehow. If they have Path to the Peak and play and Honchkrow can't get around it, we'd be in a very tough situation. So here we've just made it that if they go around it and kill this, it's kind of fine. Like, we should be able to get enough that he's able to hit relevant numbers again. Or even just give up a turn and just be like, yeah, not go to Snorlax. Like, it seems like they're struggling to draw into relevant cards, like get into boss's orders and such. They've got to take 4 prizes, which means they want to hit this. I think we're fine. Box of Disasters is only on basic fees though, isn't it? I don't think it's going to do anything into him here. So because, yeah, the Pokemon V... oh! Not just basic. Oh, very clutch then, yeah. So he's going to take 8. Puts him down to 170. I thought it was just basics. Cool. So 170 on there. I need to do 4 tools to get there, right? 4 tools gets me to 180. Oh, he didn't get the one shot. Okay. You missed the number, bud. Interesting. So I'll just hard retreat. We'll do this. We'll get more cards. Yeah. Like, research, get into stuff, hard retreat, go into Electrode, bop.